Hi, welcome back to the Knit Guru. This is just me popping in at the beginning here with a really quick introduction to say that this is my video of the Hobbii Projectarian Underwater Tails cowl that went on from June through to July this year. It's now September, so I don't know when this is going to be posted or if anyone still really cares about it, but I've got a lot of footage. There's a lot of me talking. There's a lot of bits and pieces throughout the place, so here's the process of working on this amigurumi project through Hobbii and Projectarian. I'll catch you at the end. Right, this section here is taking an absolute age and eternity to get done. The number of colour changes, the number of counts, the increases and the decreases, and it's just long. And, like, this is what my pink and yellow yarn is starting to look like, because I can't keep it organised. The white, I'm doing better with the white, but yeah, oh, it's taking an absolute age. I finished Gumdrop way faster than I finished Juju, and it seems that everybody else is opposite. Everybody else took longer for Gumdrop than Juju, but we will see how we go. Hopefully, maybe the next 24 hours I will get Juju completed. I think looking at the pattern, there's another 3 white rows and some pink rows in between. I do think I'm going to be onto the last ball of pink though. Right, so this is where I'm up to on the Gumdrop Juju Underwater Tails cowl. I have completed Gumdrop, and you'll be asking yourself, Gumdrop appears to be separate from Juju and it's supposed to be reversible. Yeah, I decided not to make it reversible because every time I was turning it inside out, the bits of the Honey Bunny yarn were coming off, and this was so much work. I mean, this one was a nightmare. This one was so much work that I didn't want to waste any of my efforts. So I separated them. I still need to fix up this top bit here. All I've really done is tidied it up because it's not the greatest fix-it job to remove them from each other. But I'm going to end up with a Juju and a Gumdrop. So you can still see there's bits flying off because it didn't like being turned inside out. I could turn it inside out. It was just losing so many bits. I've done the eyes. I've done the leggies. I've fully completed 2 of these fins. Then my entire morning has been spent doing like what feels like a production line of 4 more of these. So I've still got to put the tassels on them. So I'm a busy boy. But along with all of that, I am pleased to have made the decision to separate it. Honestly, the bits and pieces that it's leaving behind, it is quite a mess everywhere. So I'm just trying to contain everything into a plastic baggie. I don't know how it's going to go being stuffed because the tension required to do this is much less than the tension to do amigurumi. So when I stuff it, I'm afraid that there's going to be like some holes. So there might be some stuffing coming out, or I might have to be creative. Maybe I'll make an inner sock. We'll see how we go. The patterns for part 4 were released this morning, and I am a bit behind now. Can I see them? Can I reach them? So far, the highlight have been these crocheted eyes. Now, I have not crocheted eyes really before because I haven't seen the point. This tells me that there is a point to crocheting eyes. That's very cool. So part 4 is a whole stack of what looks like fins for Juju. So, and then yeah, looks like a whole stack of fins. So I'll print that off today. Hopefully I'll get catched up. I'll get caught up on part 4 because it's taken so long to get the legs and the eyes and the finny bits, and now to get to the last bit, which is putting the scallopy bits on the top of Gumdrop. So I'm imagining that's going to take me quite a while, but we'll see how we go. I'm getting there anyway. Hi and welcome back to the Knit Guru. So you've been seeing a lot of this process. Well, I think you've been seeing a lot of this process. The reversible amigurumi pattern from Projectarian that I got through the Hobbii cowl. It's finished. This has felt like the longest month of my life because everything just kept getting scaled bigger and bigger and bigger. Anyway, first of all, we have Gumdrop. Now, Gumdrop is an axolotl, and there's a lot of things I like about Gumdrop. The fact that I didn't give up on Gumdrop, that's one thing I like about Gumdrop. And then the reversible element that, no, I cut them in half. Gumdrop and Juju. So Juju is a whale shark, and that's Juju there. So I'll address them both individually. So Gumdrop. I don't like axolotls. They look weird to me. However, I just really wanted to turn him into a manatee because at the start his lips looked so manatee. His face does look a little bit weird because when I separated the two of them, I think everything got a little bit stretched out of shape, and then I was just trying to wing it. And I have only been crocheting for not even a year at this point, so my crochet skills are still lacking. However, things I liked about the pattern, the fact that I got through it, I really like his leggies. Now, the shaping on the legs was really cool. There were slip stitches, there were half double crochets, but they bend. And the toes, lots of people seem to be getting confused on the toes. So I was pleased that I managed to follow the instructions without having to follow the video. I did have to follow the video for the mouth because the mouth nearly killed me. It took me most of the first week to get the lips done, and I thought I was going to run out of yarn. I do have yarn left over of every colour, not every ball, but every colour. I really like the way the spines came out, except for this big one. This big one is in double treble crochets, and so it's a little bit like, there's finger holes. I would rather not have that. I do like, however, how the rest of the spines came out. I do not like these face watsits. They're the part of an axolotl I don't like anyway, so the fact that they're there, but all of these little teeny tiny chains, oh, they were murderous, absolutely murderous. So there's Gumdrop. Early on in the project, I thought I'm never going to turn him around to the Gumdrop side because I don't like Gumdrop as much as I like the idea of Juju. However, he has these gorgeous eyes. Those eyes are so incredible that kept me going through the project. That's the thing. Now, how I did the joining together is I cut them in half and then I've just basically added a few rows and crocheted it together in the mouth because I figured no one's looking. I didn't make the fish cookies because I was not going, at that point I knew I wasn't going to be having him in a reversible format, so I didn't need the extra stuffing that the fish cookies would give, so I wasn't worried about it. I did see someone do something very cute and didn't make all the fish cookies, but made some of them as like little squid and little clams to show the other things that I think Juju was eating, so that they could all go inside. Now, it was really hard work working with the cotton and the Hobbii Honey Bunny yarn, just because it added an extra thickness to the actual crocheting, and I do struggle with hand pain, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. It turned out to be okay, once I got past the mouth anyway. The mouth, that I think the difficulty, plus getting used to the new tensions, that was hard. But that got done. So, that's Gumdrop. Juju. Now, Juju the whale shark. There's a lot of things I like about Juju the whale shark. He is quite skew-if. Now, the reason he's quite skew-if is I didn't do what a lot of people were doing in the comments, which was readjusting it so that each stripe occurred center to his body. I didn't readjust it. I've just kind of smooshed him all the way through because it was a bit of a nightmare trying to carry the yarns and not get them tangled, but keep them on one side so that it could be reversible. And he does have a twist down his body, so it made it a bit more difficult to put the fins and things on. But he's very cute. He's also got the same gorgeous eyes, but in different colours. I've just given him... You can't undo that one. You really can't undo jamming him in the face. Now, the main reason why I wanted to turn him from being reversible into just one way, is that every time I was reversing him, I was losing bits of the plush. And I know with this yarn, when you're trying to darn things in, the more plush you lose, the more you're going to lose. And I didn't want something that was this expensive and this time consuming to just be ruined because I wanted to show him off by turning him in the other way. So I am ultimately really happy with my decision to chop them in half, even if Juju's a little skew. If I do him again, and I'm very likely to make Juju again, I will really adjust where the white bits come through. And then Gumdrop, if I'm going to work with Gumdrop again, I'm not going to make Gumdrop again, but I'm tempted to make Gumdrop his body anyway and turn him into a manatee. I like the legs. The legs are cool. I imagine without this bit and with a reshaped face and some of these spines, he could be a tuatara. That would be very cool. So that's definitely something that's on the agenda. But that was it. That was the Underwater Tales cowl from Projectarian and Hobbii. Did I enjoy it? Yes, I did. I actually really did enjoy it, even though it was hard. It pushed me beyond where I thought I was. Like, I'm a beginner crocheter because I've begun recently, but this was an intermediate cowl. There were parts that I was like, yeah, no, I've got this. And there were parts where I was like, I don't even know what I'm doing with my life. But I got through both bits. And there were bits where I looked at it and went, okay, I understand why I'm being asked to do what I'm doing. So that was cool. Anyway, Gumdrop and Good Juju from Projectarian. I'm really happy with them. Except they are now going to go into storage until I get my big yarn room and filming studio where they can sit in the background just taking up space and looking gorgeous. All right, I will catch you next week. Bye.